The message came through the galactic relay on a quiet Tuesday morning. It was short, written in the shimmering sigils of 1,000 species, and broadcast across every known channel. To the people of Earth, we, the Concord of Civilizations, pledge to defend humanity from any external threat. First, no one on Earth believed it. Aliens, galactic federations, defense pledges. It sounded like a hoax born from too many sci-fi movies. But then the skies changed. In orbit, a ring of light appeared, an enormous construct visible from every continent. It wasn't a trick of the clouds or satellites. It was a living fortress miles wide, humming with quiet energy. Within hours, representatives of the Concord arrived. They didn't land in any one nation but broadcast holographically into every major city at once. They were beautiful in the way only alien things can be. Luminous, strange, and ancient. Their leader, an entity of swirling light named Araker, spoke with a calm that vibrated in the chest of every listener. "Humans of Earth," Araker said, "you have entered the age of awareness. Your signal, your presence, your wars, all have drawn the gaze of the greater galaxy. Many species rise to this point. Fall. We will not allow you to be destroyed. The Concord will defend you." At first, Earth erupted in celebration. World leaders declared a new age of peace and cooperation. The internet exploded with memes about galactic big brothers. Scientists scrambled to interpret what this meant. Would they share technology? Would they stop our wars? Could Earth finally join something larger, something beyond itself? But then came the press conference, the one that changed everything. It was held in Geneva, attended by the representatives of nearly every major nation, and broadcast live across the planet. The Concord had sent a single ambassador, a soft-spoken alien named Tren, to answer humanity's questions. 4 hours, the conversation was polite, even hopeful. Tren explained that the galaxy was vast and filled with life, that civilizations had risen and fallen long before Earth's first spark of fire. But then, near the end, a journalist from Kenya, her name was Aisha Kamau, raised her hand. Her voice trembled slightly, but her question was clear. "You say you'll defend humanity. That's generous. But defend us from who?" The translator repeated the question across the frequencies of the galaxy. The alien delegation froze. For a long, stretching silence, Tren didn't answer. The humans in the room shifted uncomfortably. Cameras flickered. Then Tren's glow dimmed slightly, like a dying ember. "You were not supposed to ask that," it said quietly. The tension in the room sharpened. "Defend us from who, Tren?" repeated the U.S. ambassador, his tone firmer now. Tren turned its head slightly, as if listening to something distant. Perhaps orders, perhaps memories. When it spoke again, the words felt heavy. "From what comes after awakening." That only deepened the confusion. "We don't understand," said Aisha. "What comes after awakening?" Tren's form flickered again. The air itself seemed to hum, as though space was resisting the words it was about to speak. Every civilization that reaches your stage, the nuclear age, the age of broadcast, the age of awareness, draws attention. Not all attention is kind. There are forces, watchers, entities that move between galaxies. They come when a species becomes loud enough to notice. They harvest, erase, consume. The room went silent. "You mean invaders?" someone asked. "Not invaders," said Tren. "Predators." That word hung in the air like a poison. Humanity had always imagined aliens as explorers, conquerors, or scientists, but predators, creatures that consumed entire civilizations. That thought turned the blood cold. Tren continued, its tone almost sorrowful now. "We, the Concord, once tried to fight them. Many times. But the truth is this. We cannot stop them forever. We can only delay them. We can build shields, hide signals, divert their gaze. But when they come..." It looked upward toward the sky, though there was nothing there to see. "They do not leave survivors." The press conference ended in chaos. Governments demanded answers. The Concord stopped responding. The orbital fortress above Earth dimmed its lights, becoming a silent, unmoving ring. Within days, the galaxy went quiet. No more transmissions. No more holograms. Even long-range signals from nearby star systems ceased. The entire galactic network, a communication web that had existed for eons, had gone dark. It was as if the universe itself had held its breath. And then the nightmares began. Astronomers started noticing strange fluctuations in deep space readings. Massive gravitational shifts, like something large was moving through the void beyond the Milky Way. Radio telescopes picked up whispers, faint patterns that weren't cosmic noise but something else. Repeating sequences, pulses, almost like heartbeat signals. Governments panicked. Military satellites armed themselves automatically, though no one knew why. The Concord station remained silent. Then, after 2 weeks of dread, a final message arrived from Arrakar. It appeared in the skies as text of burning gold. You asked the question we feared you would ask. You forced us to remember. The predators do not forget curiosity. They are coming. We will hold the line as long as we can. And just like that, the fortress ignited, bright enough to outshine the sun for a moment, and vanished into a fold of space, leaving Earth defenseless and alone. Months passed. Humanity waited for an invasion that never came. The stars remained silent. But something had changed in humanity itself. We looked at our weapons, our borders, our petty rivalries, and realized how small they were compared to what might be lurking in the dark between galaxies. New alliances formed. Scientists began to collaborate across nations. Religions spoke of unity. Artists painted the unknown terror as both warning and muse. And Aisha Kamau, the journalist who had asked the question, became a symbol. In her final broadcast before disappearing into a research ship bound for the outer solar system, she said, "Maybe that's why they feared our question. Not because of what hunts in the dark, but because of what we become when we know it's there." Years later, when humanity finally built its own interstellar vessels and left the solar system, they found traces of battles scattered through the stars. Burned planets, shattered moons, drifting alien ruins. The Concord had fought valiantly. But there was no sign of them left. No sign of the predators either. Only silence. Some say we were spared because of mercy. Others believe it was because we had already looked into the void and did not flinch. And somewhere, written on a plaque aboard the first human colony ship, are the words that started it all. They promised to defend us. We only asked, from who? And the galaxy has been silent ever since.